Airlines are rolling out new rules, updated baggage policies, and even device restrictions. And if you're not paying attention, you could be in for a big surprise. From carry-on bans to hidden boarding process tweaks, these changes could seriously impact your next flight. But don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's break down what's new, what's changing, and some insider travel hacks to help you stay ahead. And trust me, the one at the end could save you from a travel nightmare. Before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button to never miss out on the latest updates. First up, let's talk about power banks. You know, those lifesavers that keep our phones from dying during long flights. Well, airlines are now starting to freak out about them. Korean Air and Asiana Airlines just dropped a new rule. Power banks can only be in your personal item. Forget about tossing them in the overhead bin. Then there's EVA Air. They went nuclear on this. They've completely banned using or even charging power banks for the entire flight. I mean, I get it, safety first and all that. Something about thermal runaway and potential fire hazards. Nobody wanted a repeat of the Samsung Note 7 disaster mid-flight, right? But banning them completely? That's a bit extreme, don't you think? Bottom line, don't pack your power bank in your carry-on. Keep it in your personal item, fully charged, and use the in-seat power outlets instead. Next up, WestJet is shaking things up with a new carry-on size limit. And for once, this is actually good news. Starting May 6th, they're aligning with most major airlines, setting the standard at 22 by 14 by 9 inches. Or for my metric system folks, that's 56 by 36 by 22 centimeters. And yes, that includes the handles and wheels. So no more stuffing your overpacked backpack into that tiny metal size checker at the gate. Look, I get it. Keeping track of all these different airline rules is a pain. So if you always want to be up to date, turn the notification button on. This way, you will never miss the latest travel updates. All right, let's talk about boarding because American Airlines is switching things up. Starting May 1st, they're adding 5 extra minutes to the boarding process. Yeah, I know, sounds minor, but there's actually a reason behind it. They're hoping this will space out boarding groups, cut down congestion in the jet bridge, and reduce the number of last-minute gate check bags. In theory, this means fewer people scrambling for overhead bin space and a smoother boarding experience. But let's be real. Will it actually make things faster or just drag out the process even more? What do you think? Good move or pointless? Drop a comment and let me know. Now, time for one of my travel hacks. The third bag trick airlines don't want you to know. You know how most airlines give you that whole one carry-on, one personal item spiel? Well, here's the thing. I always bring a third bag. Don't worry, it's totally legit. See, TSA doesn't actually limit the number of bags you can bring through security. That's the airline's doing. So here's the play. I rock a sling bag. You know, those small ones that go across your chest. Super convenient for your phone, wallet, passport, all that good stuff. But before I board, I pack that sling bag into my personal item, usually my backpack. Boom! Now I've got my carry-on, my backpack, and essentially an extra personal item, all within the rules. Extra space for snacks, headphones, my laptop, whatever I need. Now, this next one is super important, guys. We got to talk about safety for a second. The hidden risk of crossbody bags. Did you know that airlines don't allow crossbody bags during takeoff and landing? And I'm not talking about big, bulky ones. I mean even the small, barely there ones. Now, before you start thinking it's just another way for airlines to nickel and dime us, it's actually about safety. In an emergency, those straps can get caught on something, which would slow down an evacuation, and trust me, in those situations, every second counts. So here's what you've got to do. Just pack your small bag inside your personal item before boarding, and you're good to go, safety first. All right, for all my anxious flyers out there, I've got something for you. There's this new service called Dial a Pilot, where you can actually book a 15-minute call with a real-life pilot. And no, I'm not talking about some random dude in a simulator. I'm talking about certified pilots with years of experience. This is your chance to ask all those burning questions you have about flying. Turbulence, aircraft safety, how flights are prepared behind the scenes, anything. They've seen it all, and they're there to give you some peace of mind. If you're the type of person who gets nervous before a flight, I highly recommend checking this out. It could make a world of difference. Seriously, knowledge is power, even when it comes to conquering your fear of flying. Now, let's talk about travel insurance, specifically the cancel for any reason kind. You know how standard insurance only covers you if something crazy happens, like a medical emergency or a natural disaster. Well, cancel for any reason. Insurance is exactly what it sounds like. You can cancel your trip for literally any reason. Bad weather got you down, a family emergency popped up, or maybe you just woke up and decided you don't want to go anymore. It's all good. It does cost a bit more, but it could save you from losing a ton of money if you need to cancel last minute. Look, I get it. No one wants to think about their trip getting canceled, but sometimes life throws you curveballs. All right, let's be real for a second. Flying can be rough, especially those long-haul flights. But don't worry, I've got you. I'm about to drop some knowledge bombs on you, some comfort hacks that will upgrade your flying experience from economy to almost first class. First up, the clip-on phone holder. This little gadget attaches to your tray table and holds your phone so you can watch movies hands-free. No more awkwardly craning your neck or holding your phone for hours. Next, the hanging in-flight bag. This one's a game changer, especially if you're stuck in a middle seat. It clips onto the tray table in front of you and keeps all your essentials within reach. No more digging through your bag on the seat in front of you. And of course, no comfort kit is complete without a portable gel seat cushion. Airplane seats are notoriously uncomfortable, but this will make it feel like you're sitting on a cloud. Trust me, your back will thank you. All right, picture this. You're at the airport, you're all checked in, ready for your vacation, and then bam, you get hit with a dreaded flight cancellation notification. It's like a punch to the gut, right? Suddenly, you're stuck with hundreds of other stressed-out travelers, all vying for the attention of the poor, overworked gate agents. But don't worry, I've got you. Here's how you can avoid those soul-crushing rebooking lines. First up, if you have access to an airport lounge, use it. Lounge agents often have more flexibility and can sometimes rebook flights faster than the gate agents. It's worth checking out, even if it means paying a day rate. And if you don't have lounge access, here's my pro tip. Use FlightAware.com. This website tracks flights in real time, so you can often see delays and cancellations before the airlines even announce them. All right, guys, we covered a lot today, so let's recap real quick. Number 1, power banks. Remember those new restrictions. Keep them in your personal item, not the overhead bin. Number 2, WestJet changed their carry-on size limits, so double-check your bags before you head to the airport. Number 3, American Airlines is trying out a new boarding process, but only time will tell if it's actually going to make things better. And lastly, remember my travel hack, the third bag trick. It's a game changer, but just make sure you pack it away before you board. And there you have it. You're all caught up on the latest airline shenanigans. Look, I know it's frustrating. It feels like every time we turn around, airlines are changing the rules. But hey, that's the world we live in, right? The key is to stay informed, be prepared, and most importantly, don't let these little things ruin your trip. All right, guys, that's it for today. Which rule surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. And if you're hungry for more travel hacks, insider tips, and all-around travel goodness, make sure you check out my other videos. I've got a whole playlist dedicated to helping you travel smarter, smoother, and without the stress. As always, thanks for watching.